up next is the UFC light heavyweight division collision. So here we go, round one. This is his UFC debut. So finally getting to the big show. He strung together a long winning streak on the regional circuit. A lot of people thought maybe this UFC debut would have come last year. Let bygones be bygones. Here it is. We'll see what he can do.
And you learn a lot about these prospects when they're put in positions that they're not normally put in inside of the octagon. You can do them in practice. There's a big difference when you experience it inside the UFC.
Nice punch there by No Garrett.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
All right, he'll engage us. That's we're in the clinch. Not anymore. Beautiful trip to get this fight to the ground, DC.
No effort, John. No effort. When you do it right, it takes no effort. And this young man just did it right.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what is he?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Oh, man, this guy's got elbows for days, huh?
He throws them up, he throws them across the body. He just has a variety of elbow attacks.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Sees the elbow there. Oh, back to the well with that elbow. That one landed well. Side control now. Oh, there's a beautiful elbow there from top position. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape. It is very, very dangerous.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. O'Gara getting caught by the elbow there. You know he's tough, but you just don't want to absorb too many more of those. Elbows landing now. Oh, huge elbows now on the ground. We might get a finish here.
Oh, the fight is about to be done. You cannot take these types of elbows and hope to continue.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights, DC. A lot of leg kicks for good measure in that round.
I mean, leg kicks are the key. You watch people win fights with just leg kicks in this game. I mean, it is my strike of choice. I love the animation when I've landed so many leg kicks that my opponent just kind of waves me off and the fight gets stopped. Keep throwing them. If they're not going to check them, keep throwing the leg kick.
Let's go. Pace. You set.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Looping left hand misses the target. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. All right, single collar tie now.
Oh, man, look at that. Perfect. Got his leg, shot to the position, got another beautiful takedown.
is not a fighter you want anywhere near your backside. This could be it.
I mean, this guy is so educated in chokes. He's so educated in terms of controlling positions. You're not going to roll around and scramble to get this guy off you. He follows you with every bit of himself, and he's going to try and find that choke. And if you're not careful, he will latch onto an arm when you think you're right about to escape and get you with the arm.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near you. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. 90 seconds now to go in this one.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Stay strong.
Got the single collar tie. Just misses with the punch by Nogueira. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta look. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He lands a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your run.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this. Again, he will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. He blocks the punch.
Big shot lands. Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Oh, clinch position. Watch the knees and the elbows come now. Oh, the difference in the fight is crazy.
Well, he is completely gassed at this stage of the fight. I'm not sure if he's lost his will to continue, but might be time to just put that controller down and take a breather.
I mean, he's gonna keep pressing those buttons as long as he can. You gotta.
And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of
You
transitions.
can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Gets the elbow up into the target. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nogueira. How good is this display of ground and pound tonight? Another elbow to the head. And he is back up to his feet. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Who's hurt? Serve it off. Go get it.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh! The fight is over. ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. He's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, the chosen one.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a... Coming up next in the UFC light heavyweight division encounter.
You ready? You ready?
So he won his UFC debut by knockout, so you got to think the confidence is sky high as he tries to move to 2-0 in the big show here tonight. No nerves whatsoever when he made the UFC debut, and the results really spoke to that. So now, a little bit more pressure on him, added audience, more eyeballs. We'll see if he can respond to that pressure and deliver another knockout performance here tonight. He engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, big knee there. Oh, knee. first position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Sound strike on the ground. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now, in a lot of danger. He's got to grab the head, or he's going to get blasted.
Well, he's got his back now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now, the ground and pound starts.
Bunch of good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy. Not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off. This guy is throwing punches.
And there comes the stoppage.
He's done. He's done. What a performance.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. He's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 39 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the chosen one.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for him. Coming up next is the UFC light heavyweight division collision.
You ready? You ready?
Are ready to go for round one, and this young man's popularity absolutely soared on the strength of what he did his last time out. It was a win by flush knockout, kept his winning streak intact with style points, and now the challenges get decidedly more tougher. We'll see if he can keep the momentum going in what is unquestionably the biggest spot of his UFC career. He blocks the punch.
Barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Blocks the shot. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Nice punch land.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to go.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, you have to disguise it. He did not disguise it. He tried to shoot a blind shot and got suspended, as you would expect it. Beautiful kick.
Oh, well, you know about his kicks. They are on point this evening. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're
Thus far, how's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Outside leg kick.
Hold it up there on that high kick. Serve him up. Go get him.
All right, we're losing this one. Are you listening to me? We're losing this one. So a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin. He just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
Second round underway. Throwing that jab out again, out of range.
Turn his hip over when he throws that kick. Straight right hand now, just misses.
All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him...
Oh, and there's the takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits the doubler.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Good series of elbows by him there. It's almost like he's ambidextrous when it comes to throwing these elbows.
There is no strike in fighting that can really damage your opponent as much as an elbow. He understands that. He's throwing them over and over again. Oh, right to the mount.
Goes upstairs for an elbow. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, he has done some serious damage with these elbows, DC, and if you're on the other side, you got to figure out a way to stop this from him.
You got to get those hands up. You got to block whenever you're in tight. Make sure you're not taking all these nasty elbows.
The elbow there. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position. Nice. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with his leg kick. Great takedown.
Connects with a right. Side control now. Strong elbow there. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is with motion on the mat.
Oh, huge elbows now on the ground. We might get a finish here.
Oh, the fight is about to be done. You cannot take these types of elbows and hope to continue.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, some of the crowd turning away these elbows. Absolutely vicious.
Let's go, do something.
One of these is meant to end tonight, and it looks like right now it's the final finish.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going.
Decent pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
Look at the whip action.
Man, is he timing his shot. It's hard to read exactly.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. Fantastic strike. deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. Unbelievable. What a performance.
I'm not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of knockout, and that's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight. Let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched it.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 56 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the chosen one.
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. He's only asking. light heavyweight division collision.
You ready?
All right, ready to go with round one. Shades of Vitor Belfort circa 2013 for this young man. He's won his last 3 fights, all of them by vicious knockout. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight. And he landed the right hand there.
Ooh, what a punch.
Able to check the high kick. Right hand on point. Strong defense there to block the shot. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
Nice strike. Big leg kick land.
Just misses there with the left. Slips the punch. Oh, that's a big right hand from Dominic Reyes. We talk so much about his kicks. Don't sleep on those hands.
Don't sleep on the hands. He put Chris Weidman out with his hands. Chris Weidman is one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Dominic Reyes got him out of there in 1 round. Didn't like that left hand.
He's got him right here. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you gotta be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture and punch, and if you're continue to gain confidence and rain down big strikes from your opponent.
Single collar tie now.
Look at how he turns his hip over and throws that kick.
Big left hook coming. It's blocked.
It's over. It's over.
Unbelievable. Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the chosen one.
Well, we congratulate him. UFC light heavyweight division collision.
Ready. Ready to fight.
Well, it's good to see this man back inside the octagon. Round one getting underway here. As many of you know, he won his last fight by blistering knockout. His popularity has absolutely soared since. So with momentum tonight, he'll try to keep the winning streak and the knockout streak still intact. Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there.
Leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Rockhold going for the takedown, he misses. Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up. Big kick.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Over 3 minutes now to go.
Way to mix it up. Huge elbow lands from the clinch.
Just out of range with that right hook.
Big leg kick land. Wow. Actually got the takedown.
Watching this guy move on the ground, another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Cole gets pounded here on the ground. The elbow there doing the damage. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Rockhold gets touched, and once again, it's that elbow. That has been there all night. Defense has got to be better. Oh, that elbow did some damage. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, nice elbow from the top. That'll force him to move his head. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Now trying to hip us. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally, probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
Your guard is awesome. Make sure we have it.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Check the high kick.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even doing a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Massive.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Nice position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Knee to the body again. Oh, doing some serious damage with those elbows. I think the cut man's getting anxious there in the corner.
Cut man better get his stuff together because he's going to have some work to do in between rounds. He is slicing him apart with those elbows. Oh, nice elbow.
Rocco getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He's a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, some pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, huge elbows now on the ground. We might get a finish here.
Oh, the fight is about to be done. You cannot take these types of elbows and hope to continue.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
All right, sit down and take a deep breath. Let's read.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Ooh, blocks the shot.
Kick.
Oh, shot on the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes,
He's the finish now. He got his opponent hurt very bad.
single collar tie.
He's hurt. He's hurt. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, single collar tie now.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Another knockdown. Back to the feet.
To throw at the
Like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done.
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight. It's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay, and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every round.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Chosen One.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen,
All right, coming up next is the UFC light heavyweight division collision.
You ready? You ready?
All right, early round one here. A lot of pressure on this man here tonight. It's his first fight on the main card. No denying the success he had on the prelims. Maybe he should have stayed there. But here he goes on the main card. Challenges get stiffer. More eyeballs on him tonight. But if his past performances are any indication, most people believe he will shine as the challenges get tougher in the UFC.
he has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. Nice job hiding that head kick.
He blocks the punch. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Oh, nice defense on the single leg attempt there.
Massive knee to the body.
Both guys appeared to land there. Staying busy in the clinch to avoid a separation. And again, keeping that knee on the midsection. So now we're on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground pound in.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
I should say so. A tremendous kick to end that fight tonight. Caught his opponent flush, full force, full extension, and he had no chance to stay in this fight. Fight was over as soon as that kick made flush contact. He's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the chosen one.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right?
Yeah.
All right, coming up next is the UFC light heavyweight division collision.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round one. His knockout streak really has been the stuff of legend, knocking out contenders left and right. He's won his last three, all of them by flush knockout. Shades of Vitor Belfort back in 2013. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Glover Teixeira.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Great timing for that move to take.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
It's such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, anytime you're in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Teixeira got caught by that elbow, or so it appeared. Yes, he did. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. Because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Oh, looks like he's got a cut above the eye here. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with his ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop
You
him.
got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, nasty elbows now, DC. Hard to see if a cut's been opened up, but got to think at some point there's going to be some blood.
You got to be so close to fight and throw this many elbows back to back. Great job.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long with his opponent. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Olha, o último round a gente perdeu. Você só perdeu porque ficou esperando ele. Are you ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two.
Big, powerful punch land. Now we get back to range.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Look at the control of the posture as that big knee lands.
Oh, and there is another knee landed. You have to ask the question at this point. How many more can his opponent take before he crumbles down to the canvas? Beautiful execution on that strike there. Takedown defense holds up.
Oh, the difference in the striking is crazy. He lands a big knee to the
Both
body.
guys appear to land there. And now he's got the tie clinch. All right, boy, tie clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses. Over the top. This fight's going to be over.
Great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stand up. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent, thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very bad. lands. He's determined to land as many leg kicks as he can in this fight.
And there comes the separation now. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't.
Teixeira gets a double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. All right, so you got to be careful laying on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
It's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, he's got his back now. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Oh, nice elbow.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
There's a big elbow there. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, he's sort of hanging out here, unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these types of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life, the way that he moves. So free.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Man, that cut is just getting worse by the minute. Rated R tonight. Oh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arm. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded into the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over. But the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
Tá bom, senta aí. Bora. Are you ready? You ready?
And we are back for our third and final round.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Well, he is throwing some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committed to it fully. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems on the way out of the fight.
Oh, he's got him hurt here.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, the chosen one.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that.